What's going on, everyone? It's Bob with Cinephellas. This here is my interview with Chris Brochu from the movie Zero Contact, coming out May 27th. We talk about the concept, his theory behind everything, and even a couple dream project of his. Have a watch and let me know what you think.
Hey Bob, how's it going, brother?
It's going good. It's going good. How about yourself?
All is well. All is well.
I gotta say, I'm digging the motif behind you, man. I'm kind of feeling jealous. I'm just in Chicago, a little apartment. You got this whole Southwestern thing going.
Yeah, I'm in Taos, New Mexico, and I'm just in my office right now, and definitely have the signature Kivas and the beams up there, and it's definitely my little oasis.
Absolutely. It looks like a nice place to sit down and relax.
It is relax, work, all the things, you know.
Absolutely. So I have to say, watched the movie last night. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So I have a couple things I want to talk to you about. Sound good?
Good.
So first off, I want to go with your wide range of roles. Lemonade Mouth, Soul Surfer, Magician, stuff like that.
Yep.
This seems like quite the leap. How can I put this? Like, what brought you closer to this role? Like, what jumped out at you here?
What I really love about Sam is, I mean, his whole life has been one obstacle after another. His mother died giving birth to him. He grew up very affluent, wealthy. Money wasn't a problem, but he had no caretaker, nobody truly to look after him. His father was very much not around, and so I really enjoyed exploring that aspect of Sam and trying to figure out what his life looked like, and really try and fill in all the blanks to basically birth until we see him in the movie.
I gotta say, it's really good. You really nailed this when you're saying exactly the profile you put as the character. You've definitely felt it. Now, so along with the casting and all that, first let's get with when you read the script. What was your initial reaction? How did it hit you?
I loved it. I had a little bit of context because Rick Dugdale, the producer director, called me and asked me straight out, "Hey man, do you want to do a movie?" Lockdown had just occurred. It was maybe a month or so into it. Everybody was working from home. Everybody didn't know what was happening. The world seemed to be kind of at a standstill. So when Rick called me, and this is the third project I've done with him, I automatically jumped on it. The ability to work, B, the ability to work with Rick. So he sent me the script. I read the script, had some questions. I had to read the script multiple times to make sure I knew exactly what was going on. And I mean, I was like, I forget the movie. Like, have you seen the movie 23 with Jim Carrey, where there's like writing all over the wall and stuff? That's what I was trying to figure out, the timelines and making sure I had everything down. So when I first read the script, I was intrigued by it because it's the fascinating aspect of it is we shot in over 17 countries. And I knew that I was going to be in charge of lighting, camera, set design, wardrobe, makeup, hair, all of these aspects of filming that, normally are done by other parts of a production. But I loved the idea of just doing this interesting art experiment during a really uncertain time to bring a little bit of normalcy, but as well to collaborate with people that I have in the past. So read the script, loved it, talked about it, and then from there, I mean, maybe a week later, we were shooting it.
I gotta say, like, when I heard the initial synopsis and everything like that, and read that how it was shot and during the pandemic, I thought it was such a cool idea, especially utilizing Zoom like everyone else has been using it for business meetings, stuff like that.
Yep.
It would have never dawned on me to use it as filming. Like,
yep,
it's almost like a found footage film, essentially.
Yeah, very much so.
So, I mean, you being an actor and being in so many different roles and interacting, how was it acting against essentially nobody? Like, there's no one there to bounce your lines off. There's nothing there. There's no cues. How was that as an actor who, like I said, has been working for a while? How was it to change up your game almost?
I truly enjoy challenges. I enjoy things of that nature. And if it was anybody else, it might have been a little overwhelming, a little too stressful. But working with Rick, I trust Rick. I trust everybody we were working with, so that I didn't have to worry about any of that, right? So that aspect brought a lot of peace, but at the same time, we had just like what you were saying, I had to set up the camera and I had to do the sound and the lighting and everything of that nature. And so it was kind of before every scene, it was, Chris working, which is the tech side of things. And then, that checklist is done. And now it's time to actually, drop into Sam and really live within that moment. And so it was just really that tapping back into the belief of it. And that is acting in general. So that wasn't too foreign to me, but it was everything kind of leading up to that to balance both of those aspects of filming. That was the interesting aspect for me.
Obviously you only saw what you shot and all that. Was it mind blowing when you got to see the entire project put out there? Like it had to be interesting to see, like almost compare. All right, I shot it like this. Oh, they shot it like this,
Totally. I mean, and we were block shooting a lot of it, which is essentially, you have the script up. I was, I'd worked on it. I was off book. I felt comfortable with everything, but you're there. We're scrolling down. Okay, now we're doing this scene. Okay, cool. With this scene, do that 2 to 4 times. And we did that all the way through the script. And that was maybe, a week of filming. So then to be able to see it at the end, obviously before I saw it, Rick Dugdale called me and said, Sir Anthony Hopkins will be playing your father. To which I was, I believe, in my truck and just kind of one of those moments where you just let it all out. You're screaming, you're happy, you're excited. This project in general, it feels like a high for me. And it just keeps peaking. And I'm very proud of it. And I'm proud of everybody that was a part of it. So, yeah.
Now, back in January, it said that they were filming 2 sequels back to back.
Yeah.
Now, and they already had, Sir Anthony Hopkins attached. Now, are you prepared for all this?
Yes.
No, I was going to say,
I've got both scripts fully memorized, ready to rock. We're getting some revisions on the scripts. We shot our first location. So the audience will maybe be pleased to know that we won't be confined to our characters' worlds on 2 and 3. We will be taking our characters and our audience all around the world to some very interesting, fascinating locations. And the first location we shot in December was Antarctica, which was an absurd trip. Just, you might as well have been on a different planet, in my perspective.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. Given, you love your Southwest, shooting in warm areas, you go to Antarctica, it's got to be a culture shock.
It's interesting being in a place where literally there is no life except for the humans that have decided they want to create bases there. One's a military. We were on the Chilean, South American aspect of Antarctica. So we had like a military base kind of in eye shot. And then we had this one base called Antarctica Logistics Expedition. And they're essentially the adventurers of that region of Antarctica. So landing 747 on a blue ice runway is a first and, probably a last for me as well. Yeah.
It doesn't sound like something you'd want to do in the next couple of years just for a recreational thing.
I mean, I would love to. The deal is, I just don't know if I would be able to get there without doing a production like this. The prices are pretty crazy. The travel to get there is pretty interesting. A lot of the people that kind of go down there are adventurers. They want to skydive down there. They want to check some things off their bucket list. They want to make it to the South Pole. They want to climb some mountain peaks. So to be honest, unless I had that surplus and it was not a problem, I would probably take that money and take my family somewhere nice, because you could spread that wealth a lot of different ways.
So with such a eclectic, career so far, is there a dream role for you? Is there something out there that you're like, this is what I want to get into? I'm
really loving the 1800s Westerns that are coming out right now. I auditioned for 1883. I was obsessed with that. I love Yellowstone, and
I just finished it.
And even Outer Range. See, I started it and I haven't finished it because I don't have. It's on Paramount Plus, right?
Peacock, 1883 is on
Peacock?
Paramount.
Maybe I still have my trial. But anyway, so I love a good period piece. The last film I did before this was called Recon, and it was based in World War II. And so that was a lot of fun for me. And so I really enjoy the idea of a Western period piece, being able to work with the Southwest environment. So that's something I want to manifest. But until then, the universe will just keep throwing whatever comes my way.
Hey, they just announced another Yellowstone spinoff with Harrison Ford and
know.
Helen Mirren.
The prequel.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we'll look up and I'll see you on the screen next time.
Dude, from your lips to all of the God's ears, man.
Exactly. We're not stopping at one God. We're putting it all out there.
That's right. Why define the limitless to one name? Let's just get them all involved.
Exactly. You know what? We'll put a call out to Kevin Costner. I'm sure he has some pull, stuff like that.
Mr. Costner, it's Chris.
Yeah, exactly. He knows who you are.
Yeah.
I've talked to him twice now.
Of course.
Well, I wish you all the luck with this. I hope you're in a Western soon. I was just talking to a couple friends that we're missing out on those Tombstones, Unforgiven. It's like,
oh my God, dude. I love that you just said Tombstone, because that's probably my favorite.
Same here. It's a perfect movie. Plus, there was a whole conspiracy on whether or not Johnny Ringo committed suicide or if Doc shot him. And I didn't know about that until 6 months ago.
Interesting. I didn't even hear about that.
There's a magazine, a Wild West magazine, that had about 5-page spread on it.
Huh.
And it talked, it was really interesting. There you go. You just try to throw that into the universe, play Doc Holliday. I mean,
that would be something, Kilmer. Huh?
That's one of the best roles I've seen anyone play. But again, that's one of my favorite movies.
I completely agree. Val Kilmer is like, I watched that documentary and I just want to meet him and hug him. And then I want to make enough money so he can have his ranch back in New Mexico.
Absolutely. And then maybe he'll do that and you'll be able to get the Doc Holliday role in, maybe a younger Doc Holliday.
That's right. However it fits, I'll take it.
We're speaking a lot of things into existence. Here's hoping that it comes forward for you, so I can go, hey, talk to him before you got that Oscar,
And then you can talk to me after, and then we'll just keep this thing going.
We'll keep it going. Maybe we're a good luck charm here. We can make things happen.
Listen, man, I'm into it. I'll take it.
All right. So any social media I need people to direct them towards?
Oh, you can check out my Instagram or my YouTube. Instagram's kind of where that's my main deal. I think everything else kind of flows from Instagram too. I may be on Twitter and Facebook, but Instagram would be the place.
Instagram. All right. And what's that Instagram tag so I can make sure I tag you in this interview when I'm done?
Let me just make sure that I know it correctly. It's Christopher_M as in Michael _Brochu, B as in boy, ROCHU.
Sounds good. Chris, it was a pleasure talking with you. And like I said, I'm waiting for that Oscar nod for your portrayal of a young Doc Holliday.
Hey man, that sounds perfect. We'll talk about it in a couple of years.
Absolutely. Don't forget. I'll just remember Bob Ward, and I'll be right there. I'll come out to the premiere even.
Sounds good, brother.
All right. Well, enjoy. Good luck. Congratulations with this movie. I look forward to the next two.
Thank you, man. Be well. Thank you for the time.
Right, thank you. You as well. Have a good day.
You as well. Bye.
Thank you.
There you guys have it. Kind of a fun little chat. And remember, you heard it here first. If Chris becomes a young Doc Holliday, I get the credit. We've spoken into existence. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. That's Zero Contact. Again, comes out May 27th. Take a watch, enjoy. It's kind of a fun film. So, until next time, peace.